Yo, what's up, guys? What is up? We're getting ready. What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Shawnee. I am just getting everything settled over here to knock this out. Okie dokie. Hello, Shawnee. I am just getting everything settled over here to knock this out. Okie dokie. Oh, thank you for dropping a like. Thank you. Hello, Shawnee. I am just getting everything settled over here to knock this out. Do. Oh, thank you for dropping a like. Appreciate you. Always appreciated. Do. Okie dokie. Appreciate you. Always appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Okie dokie. Appreciate you. Always appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Okie dokie. Appreciate you. Always appreciate it. Nicole Barbie, welcome back. Hey Barbie, how are you? Hello. Welcome back, Barbie. Welcome back, Nicole Barbie. And welcome back. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Alrighty. Cool. How is everyone's day today? How am I doing? I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. I went over. I picked up. I found a new friend who is. By the way, guys, I found someone who's got a bunch of southern homesteading skills, and I went over and was hanging out with her, and she was teaching me how to make bread and make yeast and do starter, and has a bunch of chickens and a bunch of these projects. And I thought, would you guys think it would be pretty fun if I got some video? And this is someone who's got a lot of experience with farms and homesteading, and she's doing a lot of cool stuff. So I was wondering, would you guys enjoy it if I went over to my friend's place and got some streams over there and essentially streamed like how to make fresh sourdough bread and how to do some of these homesteading things or how to start some of your own plants? Would you guys be interested in any of that footage? Because if so, I'm thinking about getting some of that, capturing it, or going live on a stream. Welcome guys, MMM, how's everybody's day? Welcome in, Chess Devil. I met someone who's really good at homesteading, like doing a lot of interesting things. She also gave me about 25 eggs. She gets like so many eggs and she takes care of chickens and all this stuff, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool, because we're kind of trying to do some of that stuff here. And long story short, I just thought it was cool. Nicole, so that would be interesting content. Very cool. Yeah, I'm definitely considering that. Very much so. Very much considering doing that. Yeah, true. So some of the footage in the future, for example, have you guys ever made your own starter with maybe, have you guys ever made your own starter to make sourdough bread? Anybody in the chat, have you ever done anything like that? Because I love sourdough bread with maybe, have you guys ever made your own starter? Okay, so when you make your own starter, you take like a certain ratio. There's a certain ratio that you do between flour and water, and then you mix it with some salt, and there's a way to make your own yeast, and then it ferments like in a jar. And it was just, long story short, the bread, the end product, is some of the best, yummiest, and I'm not really for a lot of processed carbohydrates, but when you make bread homemade and you actually mill your own flour like she does, I can say it tastes different and it doesn't really cause any inflammation in my body. The reason I originally stopped eating a lot of processed carbohydrates is because it kept giving me inflammation. But this bread was hella tasty, super nutritionally dense, and I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. So, yeah, but anyways, what content do you guys have for me? By the way, guys, I did an Instagram video and it got close to 500,000 views. It wasn't really me, it was more of a fun animal video, but it was kind of cool. So, yeah, Nicole, the inflammation is very real. The sugar and all the stuff, it doesn't really work very well. Chess Devil said, I actually made these sweets from Parley G Biscuit and my own relatives and friends when I was 8 to 9 years old. Yeah, that's cool. I can see that. That's funny. So, now in addition to that, there's a lot of, I just think, you know, there's a lot of content that could be used. By the way, is the music too loud? Should I cut the music off over here? Is the music okay or not okay? You guys let me know. I'm gonna cut it down just a bit. There we go. I think the music's kind of okay. Said Chess Devil, a Bun Bee. It's a Bun Bee. Yes, yes. Okay, cool. That's what's up. Good. Yeah, welcome back, Bun Bee. Welcome back. Hey, Bun Bee, I met a friend who's doing a lot of homesteading, and we were making sourdough bread straight from mill, and I really enjoyed that. So moving forward, I do believe that I might be doing a little bit more of that stuff. Hey B, just watched your video. glad you're feeling better. Yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah, the homemade sourdough bread, it was hella yummy. Now, in case you guys are wondering this morning, I am fasting. Just came to sub, seen he was live. Just Nick. Hey, thanks for coming in, Just Nick. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too, the blue crew. Yeah, well, the people that are in blue, because people come and go in my channel sometimes, but sometimes people continue to come back. And what I do is, I know you're supposed to make moderators like only a couple, but anyone who's proven that they're a good person or they're a veteran, I kind of have a group of moderators, and I know when people come back and they're in the blue, I've kind of filtered them, and by filtering them, I know there's someone I can trust. So if you see someone that I've put into the blue, you can know that I've actually kind of put my trust in them to be a good person on the channel. So it's kind of like filtering people. By the way, hi Nick. Nick is cool. That's what's up. Hello, Nick. Yeah, Nick, I met a friend who's got like a bunch of chickens. She gave me like 25 eggs, and she's making a lot of homemade breads, and she's big into cooking and all this stuff, but she's homesteading, and she's got a pretty crazy good operation. And I'm thinking about getting some footage of what she's doing. And you know, she also does some office work and stuff, but she's kind of an interesting person. And I'm thinking about getting some footage of what she's doing. So coming into the future, some of these streams, next time I go visit, I'm probably going to get some footage of that. And I think that would be some hella cool content, because I didn't realize how easy it was to make your own starter for yeast. And once you make your own starter, you can then, you know, make your own sourdough bread. And again, I'm not really big on processed carbs, guys. However, if you make homemade bread and you do everything yourself, I can say I ate some last night and I didn't get any inflammation. How cool is that? YouTube is removing my chats for no reason. I wasn't even typing something grumpy. Don't know what that's for. I totally love the channel I'm on where we are all blue. Having a blue little family is a great community. I've been friends with some for years, and we're blue. It's fun. Yeah, absolutely. When you see someone into the blue, that's exactly how you should feel. You should look at it as a family and a community. And, you know, I don't know. I'm going to do my best to try to introduce people online to other people who share similar interests, and hopefully my stream is a meeting point for that. And then we're just going to talk about all sorts of things. Remember, this is Mind, Music, and Muscle. We talk about philosophy, sometimes we talk about religion, sometimes we talk about deep subject, but at the end of the day, I'm not here to try to convince you of anything more than have a little bit of critical thinking in what you pursue. And if you continue to do that, you'll find yourself a lot happier in life. But, you know, and I find, at least in my life, and you can tell me if it's true for you guys into the chat, a lot of times for me personally, sometimes I find it hard to find people to have deep conversations with, even though I love to do calisthenics and work out and do stuff like that. You know, I don't really like going to gyms these days. I feel like the gym culture is kind of toxic. People are doing a lot of drugs and they're just trying to get big for no reason. I'm more into longevity. I'm big into nutrition. I think it's very important to have good sunlight, good food. It's good to be outside. I think these things are very important. And yeah, I hope to share that with the chat. So anybody in the chat, feel free to ask me anything. You guys know I have strong opinions on things, but do not think I'm arrogant. I'm always open-minded to learn. However, if I believe something, then I'm going to tell you what I believe. And hopefully with these conversations, we can have a good little talk. Now, I'd like to know for you guys what something I'd like to talk about this morning. I find it hard all the time too, especially the gym. Yeah, the homemade bread is so good for you. Yeah, Bunby, it was actually delicious. The way she milled her own flour, has salt, Celtic salt from France. She imports her flour from Italy, and I was looking at the details going into it, and I can say I'm thinking about getting into making my own sourdough bread, because if I can make homemade sourdough bread and I can eat that as a carbohydrate in addition to the other healthy food, it would be hella awesome for me to eat bread again because I don't really like a lot of processed bread. A lot of the processed bread in the store just wreaks havoc on my system. Um, so I usually go to a baker if I'm gonna get bread. But yeah, I'm probably gonna start trying to make my own sourdough bread, my starter, my yeast, get the exhaust, let it rise, let it peak, cut it 1-to-1 ratio, 100 grams of flour, 200 grams of water, 20 grams of salt, 20 grams of honey, and like, there's a lot of ways to do it, and it looks kind of fun to me. I love your assertive personality, sir, especially to Jim. I agree 100%. I even told my dad about your beliefs, and he says, he's the same way a lot of others. You're very solid on important things, but without arrogance, which is real wisdom, visa experience. Oh, I appreciate that, Bumby. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm glad your dad enjoyed some of that. And yeah, I mean, you know, my beliefs have come from talking to elders throughout the world when I was in the United States Navy. That's just what I came to the conclusion. I mean, I'm not saying that what I believe is right, but what I believe is what I believe. And at the end of the day, we can't be disingenuous to our own internal monologue or our own beliefs. Our internal beliefs are very precious, especially for me and for all human beings. I think that in order to evolve and get to the greatest versions of ourselves, it's very important that we do not be disingenuous to ourselves. For example, if there's a person and there's a group of people, and this person is friends with this group, but this person has to be disingenuous or participate in something that is against their belief system or their morals and ethics, I don't think that person should spend a lot of time in that group. I think that person should disconnect themselves from that group and not really associate with them, because even if it's for business, a lot of people will go into social groups and cliques and just blend in just to make money. And to me, it's always disingenuous. And if I have someone who's disingenuous, I'm not going to do business with them. But, you know, a lot of times people will be that way. And I get it. You have to make ends meet and do stuff like that. But I've never agreed with that philosophy. Good morning, y'all. Maggie Rose. Welcome in, Maggie Rose. I'm super cool to be able to make that. Yes, yes. Bro, can you lose the weight? Pissy. Okay, we got some chats in here. Bro, can you lose the weight, man? Calories in, calories out. It makes you feel so better. It works. Yes. Yes, you can lose weight. Calories in versus calories out is very true. Now, I believe that when I lost my 100 pounds, because I've lost about 100 pounds, it was calories in versus calories out. And when you do workouts, I believe in full body workouts. Do calisthenics. Don't go to the gym and go walk on a treadmill and then go do your biceps. Instead, go to a pull-up bar and start hanging on a pull-up bar, hanging from a pull-up bar, because usually when people start training, they can't do pull-ups. Start holding your body in plank positions and start moving your body like you're a young, youthful kid. When you're young, you're rolling around on the ground, you're sitting on your butt, you're running and jumping. Start doing movements, and don't do too much at once. Just do 20 minutes twice a day. 20 minutes when you wake up, start moving around. 20 minutes at lunchtime, start moving around. 20 minutes before you go to bed, start moving around. That 20 minutes 3 times a day spaced apart will have an immediate effect on your metabolism and start using your body as one whole unit. That's how I lost close to 100 pounds. And I was lifting some weights at the time, but I found when I want to stay leaner and athletic, some days I may fast. I only eat when I'm hungry. If I'm not hungry, I don't eat. If I do more physical activity, I eat more food. But my biggest meals are typically after I do the most amount of physical activity. I drink a lot of smoothies, sometimes I do some caffeine and coffee, and I eliminate as much processed sugar as possible, and that's been very helpful for me. So, bro, you can lose weight. It would be super cool to be able to make that. Yes, it would, Nicole, thank you. I love his personality. It's just a passion, have an open mind, yet a leader I agree with. Oh, appreciate that, Bunby. Yeah, the thing is, nobody knows everything. And you know, you don't want to have a mind like an oyster shell. You don't want to be closed-minded. You have to keep that mind open in order to get more information. And with a closed-minded people and I, we typically don't get along very well. I'm not judging them, but we just, we talk about things and it's kind of doesn't really sink in. And it's like, okay, well, I'll go find someone else to talk to. Good morning, Maggie Rose. I love that name. It's so pretty. Maggie Rose, that is a beautiful name. Hello. Mano Jobby, hello, hello. All Bun, thanks, girl. Thanks, girl. I love that you love my name, girl. That makes me feel so happy this morning. All right. I saw his teaching skills yesterday. He teaches me piano lessons. That was amazing. He has his own formula, which I found convenient than any other formulas. He might outsmart a professor in teaching. Thank you, Chess Devil. Don't really know if I could outsmart a professor, but yeah, well, I mean, I was trying to teach Chess Devil a couple basic concepts of music, and I did it over here on my little board. And yeah, that's kind of what we were talking about, you know? So, yeah, absolutely. Just breaking down the piano and kind of how I see it, and all I'm trying to do is articulate a concept that I see. But thanks, Chess Devil. And yeah, that formula, a lot of music is nothing but a formula. So once you understand the formula, it's like learning vowels and consonants. And then, I'm probably not going to be the best person to teach you how to just copy and replay one song. But if you want to be someone that can just sit at a piano and just randomly play something that sounds good, then I'll show you how I taught myself to do that. I mean, not to say what I play is very complicated, but it's original music, and I think it's beautiful just to sit down and create something new into the world. I mean, how cool is it to be able to sit on an instrument? Although I do need to learn to play some guitar, I do need to spend some more time with this bad boy. I need to spend some more time with this sucker. Maybe one of these days I'll learn to play some guitar. That's on my bucket list to try to learn that. What? You haven't removed yet? That's amazing. No, I haven't removed it yet. Barbie, hey there, good morning. I like his teaching style. Is guitar harder? I don't know if it's harder or easier, it's just different. So if you look at the guitar fretboard, I've got it labeled here so you can see. The strings, it's whole steps, half steps. So with the guitar, it's E, A, D, G, B, E. So E, F, G, A, A, B, C, D, D, E, F, G, G, A, B, B, D, C, B, B, C, D, E. So G, A, B, B, C, D, E. So it's a fifth, a fifth, a fifth, a fifth, a fourth, and a fifth. And basically the fretboard is laid out with 5 different strings, and each string is similar to like a keyboard, but the keyboard is linear and the guitar neck is a little bit more three-dimensional the way I see it. However, there's things you can do on a guitar you can't do on a piano, and there's things you can do on a piano that you can't do on guitar. So, for music theory, 1, 5, 6, 4, C major, G major, A minor, F major. If you know those chords and the theory, you just have to find them on the instrument. And they're going to sound good. So I recommend learning the music theory, or just using your ears if you have good ears, and then applying it to whatever instrument you want. Whatever you do, whatever major scale you're in, if you take the first, the fifth, the sixth, and the fourth, it's going to sound good. Or you can go 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, 4, 1, 5, 2, and if you take that back, that's a 2, 5, 1. So basically music has 12 options that are called chromatics, broken up into diatonic sevenths. And in those diatonic sevenths, you have the first and the fifth. And from that first and fifth, here's 1, here's 5. You go 1, 5, so you're here, you go 1, back up to the 5, and you come back to that 1, but then you pop it up 1. So think about 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, 4. After 7, we go back to 1, 5, 3. Or 5, 2, and when you go backwards, that's called a 2, 5, 1 based on the circle of fifths. So once you understand that, it kind of opens up the potential to just play music endlessly. I tried guitar. Nick right here. Come back into the chat. Is guitar harder? See you next time. Nicole. Hello, Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Feel free to ask me any questions in this chat as we go stream. We got 11 people, 7 thumbs up. It's only been going for a little while. Thank you. I tried guitar and piano to learn Happy Birthday. I learned the piano just a few minutes, but the same thing guitar takes me quite longer, for sure. Now, once you learn Happy Birthday, which is like 3, Da 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 da. Da 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 bum bum. Try to reharmonize it, chess devil. So in your right hand, you take the melody and make sure that if the first note is like a 3 3 2 1 3 3, which would be E E D C E E, the top note E, try to harmonize it with the chord on your left hand. So that after you learn a melody, then you want to harmonize it. And harmony is where you get really fun. Harmony is where you like, woo, you get to take a melody and you turn the melody into chords, and you want to play chords with your melody. That's the next step. So once you learn a melody, Google harmony and harmonization. And the whole key point is when you hit a melody note, you want to combine it as a piece of a chord in the left hand. It's called harmony. It's a good thing to do. C, C, D, C, F. Okay, so in the key of C, it's 1, 1, 2, 1, 4, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 5, 4. Right? Right. Ronald Chamberson. Welcome in, Ronald. I'm gonna stay a little longer. I'm gonna stay a little longer. I got ready to walk my dog. Hey, that's fine. Shout out to all the dogs in the chat, all the dogs and the cats and the animals. By the way, on my oh, we got a message here. What is this one? Hey, Daddy. Oh, Ronald. Oh boy. Let's say this. Definitely not anybody's daddy. Okay. Believe it or not, I do not have children. Fun fact. I have a family and some stuff I take care of, but no children. So let's keep it somewhat kind of professional. I don't really like to have the creepers come in, and I am prepared to report anybody if they're sexually explicit or they're going to talk about things that don't coincide with this channel. I'm not really going to stand for that, and I have my little iPad here, the first generation iPad. It's like 11 years old, but it still allows me to look at the streams. One of the best investments I ever made. And I even got a sticker on it on the back from Yokosuka, Japan, where it's got the energy protection saver chip. So that's pretty fun. Okay, I don't know, but my pro guitarist friend says at intermediate level guitar is easy. Maybe, but he probably spent a lot of time on guitar. I think for a melody, you're going to probably play melodies easier on a piano. Guitar takes a little bit of hand coordination, maybe. But then again, I'm not really a good guitar player. So, I have a guitar right here. I've played it about 4 times in my life. And again, all I know about guitar is a D chord. If I hit a D, I think this is a D chord, which is like this. See, I think this is a D chord. Take a pick and be like this up. And I think that's a G. Then there's like a C or something. There's an A minor. Let's see. So you see, I'm not a great guitarist, but that's about the extent of my skills. I need to spend more time on the guitar. So I would say your friend probably knows a lot more about guitar than I do. But I use guitar to try to understand music theory so I can apply it to my piano. So, have ever taken an IQ test? No, I have not. I have a feeling sometimes I feel kind of retarded. I feel like I'd probably fail an IQ test. Oh my God, I have a first gen. Ronald Chamberson. Oh, you do? Yeah. Yeah. It's one of the greatest ones ever. Um, just ripped into Voodoo Child would be amazing. Absolutely. Like and subscribe, chat. This guy will get you through hard times and just sit back and listen. Currently done smoking THC for the first time, and I'm gonna change my life. What? Hell yes, yes. Heart, Jacob. Heart. 100%, 100%, 100%. Jacob, absolutely. Hey, you don't think you can fail an IQ test? Challenge accepted. I'm sometimes tests. I don't know. I've never really had the desire to take an IQ test. I don't know. It's just something that doesn't really seem like it would change my life. Whether I'm intelligent or not, I don't really care. I just try to take my time and do things that are fun. And right now, I'm trying to get monetized on YouTube. I think it would be amazing just to have people come in and then have super chats available. We're at, by the way, 2,150 of the 3,000 hours needed. And I can tell you that the projection is very good. So I'm serious. Yep, Jake Brock. So everybody, having the fact that Jacob Brock decided to come in here and actually make himself better and feel like some of my content has inspired him, Jacob Brock, you can do it. You will become the best version of yourself by having self-discipline, taking care of your body physically, continuing to show up for yourself. Some people do very well when they write things down. If you've made the commitment to not smoke and not engage in THC, your life is about to get better 100%. What you're going to do is you're going to tell your lymphatic system, hey, I'm not going to submit to you. I'm going to be strong enough as an individual to say no. And having that self-discipline and the courage to take that, the world is going to open up in ways that you cannot even begin to imagine. Now, make that commitment and stick to it, and everything is going to be amazing. Keep that attitude. Never talk bad about yourself. It's not I'm bad. It's not I'm stupid. It's not I can't do it. It's I'm getting better. Maybe I'm having trouble. I'm making progress. I'm better than yesterday. I'm not going to give up. I can. I will. I will make this happen. I'm doing the work. It's going to work out. Now, if you're not doing the work, those words don't have power. But when you reinforce what your actions in everyday life do, and you tell yourself, and then you write it down, and then you look at it, you are basically performing neuroplasticity and teaching yourself to focus on that. Your brain is the original supercomputer. This sucker right here is the smartest thing that we found in the universe, right? Not to say it's doesn't have its flaws, but you having the ability to do that is going to change your life. And you'll be able to do it, man. I believe in you. What's that? Let's see, in here. Your boyfriend must be so lucky to have you. Nope, definitely not gay, man. I'm 28, never drunk. I feel nothing ever happens. Right, so if you've never drank and you never smoked, there's other things that are self-discipline. That's great that you've never drank and you never smoked, but I find a lot of young men chase women. A lot of men in today's world look at OnlyFans. The amount of money that OnlyFans makes has toppled more than Nvidia. So essentially, I mentioned drinking and smoking because in the United States, that's on the rise. But there's all sorts of self-discipline. It could be processed sugar, it could be being overweight, it could be chasing women, it could be chasing men, it could be being lazy. There's a lot of things that go to self-discipline. Now, as far as not making anything happen, well, nothing's really going to happen unless you put action in. Now, for example, I would not have close to 4,000, over 4,000, and I got 4,011 subscribers now and over 1.4 million views on YouTube. I didn't sit there and think this is going to happen. I went live. I put 1.6 thousand videos online. It wasn't the most efficient way. There were lots of mistakes made, but the only reason that it started growing is because I put in the hours and the hours and the streams and the hours and talked to people and engaged. I engaged with every person that comes in, and I truly believe that what I've discovered works for everybody. So if you're at a point in your life where you feel like nothing's happening, then you have to figure out what it is that you want and pursue it with relentless volume as if it would be feasible for it not to work out. You have to put volume and effort in. It's not just about just giving up one or two things. It's giving up those things and replacing the time that you would be using with those things, putting that time into other areas of your life. Atheism is so disrespectful. I didn't even see what the disrespect was. So, ZB, he's totally cool, chill dude. That's fine. Haters are gonna hate. I've never met a hater doing better than me in life. And just remember this, guys. If haters are in the chat, it's good for the algorithm. If they get disgusting, we can ban them, whatever. But the moment that you start making progress and you're doing something for the better, you're going to have people that are going to hate on you because you remind them of their own insecurities of what they cannot accomplish. When you're accomplishing things, there's two types of people. People are going to look and say, wow, that's awesome that you did that. How did you do it? Or there's people going to say, oh, you're lucky, you didn't put in the work. So remember that when you have people starting to hate on you, that's usually, each one of the haters makes a little stone, and those stones build paths. And the stone of haters build paths to success. I've never done anything where I didn't accidentally step on people's toes or unintentionally make people feel insecure about themselves, because I've been successful in a lot of things that I do. And it's been hard work. It's never been my own work. It's always been with people around me or having a team and leveraging people. But people that go around and just hate, you should have some empathy for them, because those typically are people that are suicidal. They're so unhappy. And what I like to do is I like to take those haters and turn them into a fan. A lot of times, some of my biggest fans that come into my chat and talk with me were haters that used to cuss and do all this stuff. And eventually they realize, man, this guy's not full of shit. He's been doing this stuff for a while. And man, he was in the military. He protected the country. Wow, that's kind of interesting. Maybe there's something to learn from him. And that's what you want to do. You want to take a hater and turn a hater into a friend or a follower, because they'll be better. And here's another thing, guys, just throwing this out there. Your biggest fan is someone that you don't know. The biggest person in your life helping you, you don't see. And your biggest hater is somebody that you know. That's why there's the old saying by Lao Tzu and Shinzu, okay, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, right? Remember that. Let me get back to the chat. Let's see. I eat food every day, like KFC, McDonald's. We're hard to change lifestyle. Well, Anna and Danu 3332. It's not easy to change, but look at my banner. What does my banner on my YouTube page say? Anybody can figure out, when you go to my YouTube page, go click on it. What does the back of my banner say? Can anybody tell me what the back of my banner says when you go to my YouTube page and you look not at my Mind Music Muscle, but the background? What does it say right there? Does anybody know what that says? Listens to him. Is a gun really legal in the U.S. because it's out there? Yeah, it is, because in the United States, we have something called the Constitution. And the Constitution, which I have a copy of right here, we have the right to bear arms. So this is the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution of the United States. It's by Hillsdale College, and the amendments of the Constitution. So we have the right to bear arms, and that is because without the right to bear arms, how can we defend ourselves? The government has been known in the past, if the government stops serving the people, the government tends to try to take over the people. So the beauty of the Constitution is we have the right to bear arms, which means we can defend ourselves. Tell you right now, bad guys are going to get guns. And if bad guys get guns and they go into areas where the population does not have guns, there's usually problems. In areas where good, moral, ethical people have guns and they defend themselves, it's a lot tougher to go take over and be a terrorist or be bad or try to infiltrate fear in the people when you know they're going to defend themselves and will kill you. So, it's a balance of power. I'm not saying that's great. I don't like the way the world works, but if you don't defend yourself or have the right to defend yourself or a way to do that, in the past, that's usually the people that get taken over for what it's worth. So we definitely have the right to bear arms depending on the state that you're in. So, yeah, this is a great one. So we have Amendment 4, Amendment 2. So Amendment 2 is a well-regulated militia being necessary to security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That's the Second Amendment of the Constitution, right? Constitution of the United States of America. The first 10 amendments of the Constitution of the Bill of Rights ratified effective as of December 15, 1791. So, it's very important to protect the amendments, because if the amendments get taken away, we no longer have the right to or have the way to defend ourselves. So it is absolutely critical to have the right to bear arms. Anybody who's ever been in self-defense knows this. Yes, legally, point to him. Frederick Douglass, without suffering there is no progress. Absolutely. This whole failure being turned into a lesson was becoming a blessing, taking a good chunk of my new curriculum. I wrote, absolutely. Unfortunately, we have to have guns because that's how we protect ourselves. Yeah, what I mean is, unfortunately, because I wish that we could live in a world where people did not try to use terrorism and fear to take over. But unfortunately, that's not how the world works. So unfortunately, you need to be able to defend yourself. Look, I served in the Navy for 10 years. I've got medals up here, so when I fought, I've got IDs when I was, carrying and had my Kevlar and all that. And I can tell you, I never wanted to hurt anyone, but at the same time, if someone if someone comes to the United States right now and they tried to come into the South, there is no way they could take over the South, because everybody in the South has guns. Everybody, hundreds of guns. They climb in trees, they hunt deer, they're always ready to go. It would be very tough for someone to come into the United States and take it over. Even the Japanese admiral said that. Now, in order to kill the United States, you'd have to kill it from the inside out. And the inside out would be fascists and socialism acting as a virus that would infiltrate the inside and then spread. And that's kind of what we've been fighting the last, last few presidencies and terms, having a lot of people outside the United States not understanding our Constitution. And I don't want to get too political here, but we'll leave it at that. As a well-regulated, you do. It's literally our Constitution. You can't take our right. Yeah, it's in here. Guys, I'm gay. Ronald Chambers said, guys, I'm gay and I have a gun for self-defense. Don't be scared of them. Guns, just be safe and protect. Yeah, look, whether you're gay or not, I don't really care. It's men and women who are typically homosexual and they don't really care about attention, they're just members of society. They usually work or have businesses, they take care of themselves. And most of my favorite friends that I do have some associates and some friends that are definitely, fabulous folks. You can tell they're a little gay. They're very flamboyant, kind of Freddie Mercury style, if you will. I can say this, they have guns and they think the far left are batshit crazy, and my impression of them is they're like, man, them fuckers are crazy. I'm gonna have my gun. I'm gonna blow your head off. You come in here because they want to live in a society where they can be free to themselves. And if you live in a society where people are going to judge you on that, it's kind of crazy. Now, everything can be taken to an extreme, but yeah, I know lots of guys and gals that are gay that still have their weapons out here, and it's just it's just common sense. You want to be able to protect yourself. The Constitution, right? Second Amendment. I just came back at the perfect time. How heavy is a regular pistol? I don't know. I'm not very good at questions like that. You can get them, it depends on the material, whether it's metal, you have Glocks. You can get one, you can get a revolver, you can get a huge caliber chambered round. You can get anywhere from half a pound to a pound to up to 3, 4, 5 pounds if you really wanted something really strong. But it kind of depends on what you want a weapon for. Pistols and handguns are good. I like rifles more. I think a rifle, semi-automatic is fine. You can buy little kits and go and turn pretty much anything into a semi-automatic with a buttstock. But again, I don't want to turn this into weapons because my content is personal blogs and entertainment. And I don't want to get too deep into weapons because I don't want my channel that I'm putting all this work in to have some interesting copyright law or something that's considered weapons or drugs or anything like that. So what I would recommend is this. Always have the ability to have some way to defend yourself. Hi from Malaysia. Totally understood. I'm glad I never had a midlife crisis. Okay, good for you. I just came back at the perfect time. Maggie Rose, welcome back. Barbie, love, love, love. How heavy is that? Totally understandable. Cool, guys. We've been streaming for a good little bit now. I'm going to go into this little icon here. Shout out to the top people in the chat. We have Just Nick, Nicole Barbie, Anna and Dial 3432, ZZZS B5, Maggie Rose, Bunby, Jacob Brock, KSK Wee, Max Steele, Ronald Chamberson, the Vanilla Hunter, Shawnee Michaels, Big Mouth Loser, Pisso Mealer, John S, F Shims, Elon, and Karen, Moldy, Luca Big. Thanks everybody for coming into the chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, so we are getting ready to end our fast. I think I'm going to have a nice big meal here around midday. So I really wanted to hop in here for a little bit and give a little bit of stream time. I'm trying to be able to stream at least 30 minutes to an hour multiple times. Now, my next stream, I'm probably going to be playing a little bit of piano. So you guys know I have a piano over there, a little keyboard. And sometimes I like to stream and talk to you guys. So I think the next stream today is probably going to be utilizing that. Right? So let's see, which is over here. So we went for about 46 minutes, which is awesome. My shoelace is loose. Yeah, I think it's okay, but thank you for that. Let's see here. Okie dokie. And we are here now. So, yeah, somebody said earlier, I think my eyes looked red or something. Well, I didn't go to bed till about 3 o'clock this morning. So, again, I tell you guys, get your sleep. Be better than me. But with all the stuff that I'm doing between streaming and writing music, and I still have clients and work and stuff, you know, I still do stuff on the side. It's just a lot of 15 and 20 hour days. And sometimes the sleep gets pushed to the side. So, yeah, man, be better than me. Make sure you get your rest. You want to make sure you get your sleep. Sleep is very important. If anything, I tell people I should get more sleep. But, you know, it's kind of when you want to set a goal, sometimes something has to be sacrificed. Super awesome as the fasting. Yep. Let's go here. What is the total views today? I don't know the total views until I look afterwards, but I will say this. My last Instagram post, believe it or not, it's the little video of a little corgi dog. It got over 500,000 views. So my Instagram and Facebook, some of the reels that I'm doing are funneling people into the YouTube stream. So hopefully we can continue to sustain that. That would be freaking amazing. Apparently, a lot of the Instagrams and videos that I do, if you look at my page, this one, I think, see if I can find it here. Let's see. Chess Devil, I really get addicted in battle games. Now I'm really addicted in battleground games nowadays. Well, keep it going. This one right here, if you look in the bottom left corner, this is one I posted to Mind Music and Muscle. But if you can see here, this one got 463,000 views, which was kind of cool because typically, you know, I try to play piano and stuff like that. But what I've noticed is if you guys want to grow your channels, here's a little hack. If you take little videos that I put on my channel and then you reshare them, some of my videos that get 20, 30, 40,000, they've typically been algorithms that I've kind of found. And there's little niches. So if anyone's like Bunby or Chess Devil and you want to grow it, yes, I'm sure it hampers. It's hard because it's a stimulating program that releases spikes to computer that makes it harder to sleep. Yeah, I agree with Bunby there. If you are growing your channel, one of the things that's been helping me recently, and again, I'm still just trying to help everybody and do it, what you want to do, I subscribe to all the mods. Oh, thank you, Nicole. That's what's awesome. What am I having when I break my fast today? That's a great question, Maggie. So most likely, It's going to be a heavy protein and carb-based meal because my glycogen right now, I'm kind of sucked in, which means I have room for my muscles to absorb sugar. So it's probably going to be a combination of whole grains. I've got some homemade bread, sourdough, and I'm going to pair that with a bunch of fresh pasteurized eggs. And then typically that's my break meal. Or if it was something that I wanted something lighter, it would be a big bowl of yogurt with a bunch of variety of fruit. So that's to kind of de-alkalize my system. And a lot of times when I eat, based on how I feel, I kind of understand what I need to eat. If I need more carbohydrates or more sugars because I'm feeling flat, I'll do that. If I'm doing a lot of physical activity, I'm going to eat mostly proteins and fats, more carnivorous style. So I kind of eat, and maybe some honey. I kind of eat based on my activity and how I feel, if that makes sense. Thanks, Nicole, for the notification. What have you been having? Also, sub. I will see you guys soon. I was finally able to post my videos explaining where I've been and be back in all the ways I did, Nicole, and I'll see you later. Thank you, Bun B. Don't forget, anytime you are doing those videos, give me a tag and I see it in my feed, and I will come back in. And like I said, if you guys ever post and you tag at My Music and Muscle, when I see those in my feed, those are when I really go into channels and try to, like and do that because we both get something from that. All right. Now, on a side note, I will put this here. I have been working on a couple little piano things, and now I'm just kind of getting desire to play a little bit. Let's see. Now I'm kind of getting desire. I've been working on a little bit of different piano music stuff, which is one like this. Maybe something like that. Just some original piano. Phoenix, what's up? Phoenix Lightning. Hello, Phoenix. Welcome back. I'm walking my dog in the snow. I'll be right back. Very cool. Good to see you, Maggie Rose. Phoenix, Phoenix, Phoenix. Why didn't I get any experience streams? Let's see. Nicole, Chess Devil. It's a good question. Well, Chess Devil, the only thing I can think about is usually the people are engaging in chats, and I don't know why. I was the second viewer came into the stream. Well, the according to the algorithm in this little thing here, when I click this, and I'll show it to you. You have been engaging in chats. That's actually a good question. Mm-hmm. It's based on interaction in chats. Maybe you haven't put as much engagement as the others, but I don't know. You've been typing. I don't know. That's odd. That's a good question. I don't have the answer to that. But according to what it says on here, you you get experience points based on interacting with the chat. Now you have been interacting and you are a moderator. And of course, without doubt, you're engaged in the chat, obviously, Chess Devil. So that's a good question. Don't know, man. Hello, Phoenix. Welcome in. Hello. That's a good question. That's a good question, man. Very good question. You're engaged in the chat, obviously, Chess Devil. So that's a good question. Don't know, man. Hello, Phoenix. Welcome in. Hello. That's a good question. Let's see. Mind Muscle Music. Top fans. It says here, a place where fans stand out, the 3 special badges. It reacts every stream, so you can always try again. How do you get to the leaderboard? You need to collect experience or XP. Send live chat messages or send super chats. That's what it says. Chess Devil. Yeah, I feel like you've sent more chats than some of these other people. I don't know, Chess. That's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah, I feel like you've sent more chats than some of these other people. I don't know, Chess. That's a good question. That's a good question. Okie dokie. There we go. There we go. Okie dokie. I was trying to learn this. I was trying to learn this one, the Maroon 5 song. So it's. It was like. What was it? Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why Chess Devil isn't there. Let me click on him. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was playing. I was trying to play it by ear because I know that you could look it up. It's like, but I was trying to just to play it by ear because I've been trying to train my ear, and I think it's similar to the Pacabello, which is so which is I don't know, just kind of playing around. Are you playing music? That was one. Or you could do, and again, I was trying to learn a little bit like. Maybe something like that. Again, I just like to play kind of what I like to play. Every time I start learning songs, sometimes it's kind of hard, and sometimes I get frustrated because I'm a human being like you guys. But yeah, that's what I like to do. I was like, there you guys are in the chat. All right. So, Chess Devil, what you doing? My self-discipline. Self-discipline. Are you playing? Yeah, I was playing the memories a little bit there. And yeah, so for me, and I can tell you guys some of my self-discipline, maybe something like that. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'll sit here and I'll try to think about happy birthday and be like, And I feel like sometimes I'll feel like oh, Mary Had a Little Lamb. Hmm. You see, a lot of times, because I've had some hearing damage, my ears don't really work as well as they used to. So I've been training my ears. But what I typically do is I'll take something and be like, okay, I'll see a pattern and be like, oh, but I could play this. That's easier to play to me than Mary Had a Little Lamb. It's weird, right? It's weird how the brain works. Anyways. Yeah, so what I always do is I go to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, which is 11556654433221. And no matter where you're at, you just take a scale and you can play it. Now, if you want to turn that into something more fun, you could be like. Or twinkle twinkle little star. Hello, awesome, beautiful stuff. Thank you, Maggie. Bro, couldn't play Mary Had a Little Lamb, but can play a fucking Mozart symphony. Like I say, man, it's like my brain is I don't know, man. I've had like 4 or 5 concussions in my life, and yeah, man, it's funny how the brain works. But like I said, he said, "Okay, a donkey." Oh, maybe I am a donkey. Maybe I am a donkey. Why'd you call me a donkey, man? That's not very nice. Donkey. Oh, like Shrek. Donkey. Ogres are like onions. What you mean they're like onions? What you mean, you like stinky? No. Smelly? No. Layers, donkey. Ogres have layers. You know, other things have layers too. And that's my impression of donkey. Here's one I'm working on. This is a good one. No, that's not a famous sentence. You just said that. Jesse, not you. Zane, welcome Julie. Play duality. I don't even know what duality is. I don't even know what that song is. Again, a lot of stuff that I play. Remember, guys, I was never taught. I just started playing on the piano and played stuff that. Um, I just realized my iPad's on over there. Is that interfering with the sound? My favorite thing to do is when I'm in a mood that I need to have an uplifting feeling, I like to play simple music, something like this. Keep in mind, this is also not studio quality. So this is just me playing with speakers underneath. With better speakers and then with a little bit more equipment, typically it sounds better with better equipment when I'm in a studio or playing with some friends sometimes. Like just the difference between that and this. Yes, I do remember that. Am I a Swiftie? I don't really think I am a Swiftie. I think Taylor Swift has some good melodies and stuff, but I don't really think I listen to a lot of music these days. I'm kind of more trying to create my own, which probably hinders my progress in some ways, but makes it more original in other ways. The difference between. Guys, you're welcome to talk to me. I'm looking at the chats. I keep down here just looking into chats. So, or you can play something like this. Let's see. something like that. A little cocktail type of piano. That's pretty simple to play. Take like a D, like this, like a. Bebop, I'm back. You say dreamy and handsome. Well, thank you for the compliment, but let's not get weird in the chat. But I appreciate the compliment. But yeah, just play a little bit of cocktail. So that's some stuff, but like typically that stuff's kind of fun, but I really don't think I'm the best at that, like at all. I kind of like more stuff like. Here you go. You guys like guitar, right? Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. anyways, there we go. So now we've gone to an hour and 20 minutes. So guys, I think that is enough for a quick little stream. Now I need to go and knock out a couple of other stuff. But are you guys having a good time? And before I go, does anyone have any last questions for me? And it's time to eat and move on to the next version of my day. Okie dokie. Guys, have a good one, and I will see you next time. God